want to warn you that some of these details you might find disturbing. The FBI is accusing 29-year-old Nagasi Zuberi, who goes by several other names, of kidnapping a woman in Seattle and driving her to his home in Klamath Falls. Well, he allegedly sexually assaulted that woman on his way from Washington to Oregon and kept his victim locked in a makeshift cinderblock cell in Klamath Falls. The FBI says this all started July 15th. Investigators say Zuberi drove from Oregon to Washington and, according to his victim, solicited a prostitute in Seattle. He then allegedly posed as an undercover police officer, threatened his victim with a taser before handcuffing her and putting her in leg irons. Police say he went back to Klamath Falls and locked her in the cinderblock cell in his garage. The victim told the FBI she was able to break down the door after a few hours, beating that door down with her hands. She then flagged down a passing driver who called 911. A search warrant was issued and executed at his home on the 16th. The suspect was arrested later that day in Nevada after allegedly taking off to Reno. That's where he engaged in a standoff with police.
After law enforcement arrested him in Nevada, he appeared in federal court there in front of a judge on July 26th. And that judge in Reno ordered him detained pending his transfer to Oregon. The U.S. Marshals Service is now in the process of bringing him back to Oregon to face the kidnapping charge, and we anticipate that he'll appear in federal court in Medford, Oregon, in the coming weeks.
To date, Zuberi has been linked to at least 4 sexual assaults in 4 other states. We believe there may be more victims.
The FBI says Zuberi used multiple aliases, Sakima, Justin Haichi, and Justin Kouassi. They say they are investigating his activities in 10 different states and say they do have reason to believe that he may have sexually assaulted more victims. The Bureau says between 2016 and this year, he lived in Oregon, Washington, California, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Florida, New York, New Jersey, and Alabama. Court documents say his Klamath Falls landlord has filed eviction papers against him. The FBI does not believe the suspect is from Oregon. The FBI says Zuberi may have drugged more victims in the past and impersonated police officers in order to prey on more people. A federal complaint document filed in the District of Oregon charges Zuberi with interstate kidnapping. That's a crime that carries the possibility of life in prison. Now, if you believe that you were a victim or if you have any information about Zuberi, you are asked to make a tip to the FBI. The FBI is setting up a website for victims to submit information. That website, you can see it on your screen, fbi.gov/Sakima victims, or you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI. And of course, we'll continue to follow this story on air, and we'll have all of those details if you need them on coin.com. Again, disturbing accusations against this man.